I gotta go there with you. Like, this was a complete team win.
No, it wasn't.
Complete. And
no.
Okay, all right. Hear me out. Hear me out.
All right.
So if you're gonna be meticulous with Jimmy's failures, and you know I'm no fan of Jimmy.
Right.
If you can literally pick out play by play when he screws up, then you gotta call it both ways.
I liked his 2 throws in the final drive. That was clutch. I liked his 2 throws in the final drive. Those were necessary. They needed those. He came through. Everyone in the offense came through in the final drive.
I'll do you one better, though. If you can go all the way to the final drive, then we got to go to the first drives with drop passes from Kittle.
That's true.
That he would have hit his head on the goalpost if he catches that ball.
That is true.
All right. Drop passes from Juwan Jennings. Thank God we got an incomplete ruling from a bang, what would be fumble from Brandon Ayuk.
That is true.
All right.
It wasn't like he was the only one struggling on offense. To me, the whole offense, other than Mitchell and Debo, struggled in that game until the very end.
Even on the pick. Let's talk about the pick.
Let's talk about
now. For anybody, Jimmy rolling to the right, off balance, throwing that ball takes a lot of arm talent to get that ball there. All right, that's anybody. And it was from a thought process, I saw what he was trying to do. George Kittle faded on that ball. He should have came back to that ball. He wouldn't have scored if he would have came back to it, but he wanted to keep his real estate in the end zone in order to catch that ball, and it got undercut. But when we're playing plaster, when we're on plaster routes, number one rule for receivers is to always come back to the ball.
So hold on. Let's stay with that play there, because I have big opinions on that throw. You thought that throw was a good decision by Jimmy Garoppolo?
No. I don't think it was a good decision. Let me put it this way. I don't think it was the only decision that he could have made.
Fair. He could have thrown the ball away.
Yes.
The way I thought was Kittle was open. Jimmy saw it late and forced it. And when Jimmy throws picks, often it's forcing the ball to Kittle in the red zone. And really, that's the one thing from Kyle should say to him is like, hey, as long as you don't force the ball to Kittle in the red zone this week, we could probably win with 17 points, man.
Yeah, but that's talking about the macro. The macro is that Jimmy is an imperfect vessel. We know he's going to make mistakes. Like I think on the last video we talked about, it's kind of like, when are we going to start? When are we going to stop saying that water is wet?
Right.
You know, we know that
it just kills me that it's the decisions. It's not like, hey man, his thumb hurts and the ball got away from us. Like, dude, that was another bad decision, dude. Another bad decision. That kills me.
I want to keep the theme though of this being a complete team win.
Okay, let's
Aaron Rodgers' arrogance lost them this game. He makes it a point to throw to Devontae Adams at all times.
Yes.
And I'm gonna tell you, the best thing that could have happened for the Niners is on that 3rd and long when A-Rod climbs the pocket, he throws an absolute dime to their tight end and he drops it.
Yeah.
That was A-Rod losing complete trust in his team. That was him saying, you know what? I'm going to go for what I know, because Aaron Rodgers doesn't want to look bad.
No.
All right. And to that,
he'd rather lose with a good quarterback rating than win with a bad quarterback rating. I can't take that.
And to that point, Grant, he missed on the deep go route up the seam at the end on their last drive. He missed Lazard on the deep over. He completely missed him.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean by a complete win. This team, our special team stepped up, and we all know that our special teams has been the ugly duckling of our team the entire season.
What great story. Great story.
And for them to step up the way they did in this game, I just say that comes from coaching. I feel like there have been some pivotal moments in our season where Kyle's coaching, and now let's be, he's not perfect. He has social issues, if we're saying it nicely. You know what I'm saying?
Communication issues. Yes.
But he communicates with that locker room. I mean, any team
they trust him. They believe in him, even though he can't talk.
the season's over at 3-5.
To me, the whole thing that between Ayuk and Kyle earlier this year was just two guys who don't communicate well. Kyle is kind of introverted. Brandon's kind of introverted. It took them like 2 months to like sit down and talk, but they did.
I gotta disagree with you on that. Brandon Ayuk he had a case of the poor me's. He was feeling sorry for himself.
Hold on. What I'm saying is, I don't think that was communicated. Whatever the issue was with Brandon, Kyle didn't communicate it. And they talked, they needed to sit down the bye week and talk. Like, that took way too long. It took way too long to have the conversation.
Let me ask you this. Do you have any children?
No.
Well, when you have a child, sometimes he just needs to do what you tell him to do before you sit down and explain to him why it should be done. I need compliance first before I consult with you. You got to earn consultation.
They went 3-5 during those teaching periods, but okay.
Yeah, and they went 3. Hold on, and they went 3-5, and it wasn't solely because Brandon Ayuk wasn't getting on the field.
Of course it wasn't solely, but that could have helped bringing him in.
Okay, I can do that. One thing that I just want to I want to go over to the two best things that are going for the Niners coaching staff that I don't care who leaves, as long as we have Coach Kasarik and Bobby Turner.
Thank you. I don't care who the coordinator is. I don't care.
I don't care.
I don't care.
Coach Kasarik, I think he's the highest paid assistant in the league right now.
I think he is.
And I think he's underpaid.
He's probably getting $1 million plus a year, which position coaches don't get.
This
coordinators don't get that.
I agree. Let's go by the numbers. Samuel Ekuban came in from the Rams. Castaway, didn't want him. Arden Key, first round bust.
Didn't want him.
Castaway, didn't want him. Jordan Willis, 6th round. We traded a 6th round pick and got back the 7th for him. 1 week before the season. Castaway, didn't want him.
Kevin Givens, undrafted free agent.
DJ Jones.
Yep. But he inherited DJ Jones, but still, hell of a player.
I'm going to butcher his name, but the kid out of Houston.
Oh, Omenahu, absolutely. When the Niners signed him, everyone should have been like, well, Chris Kosrick likes him, so there you go.
Castaway.
Yeah.
This outside of Eric Armstead.
Kerry Hyder. Remember him? Remember Kerry Hyder?
Yes.
Where is he now?
Seattle?
Yeah, doing nothing. Go check his numbers.
He's in the chat right now with both of us.
Yeah. He'll be back on the Niners next year. That's where he'll be.
This entire group outside of Eric Armstead and Nick Bosa is a cast of misfit toys. This is
only Kosrick could do this.
Only Kasarik could do this. And the same thing with Bobby Turner. Yep. Do people realize what we're doing with the 6th round rookie out of Louisiana Lafayette?
The Rams wish they could do something like this. If the Rams had Bobby Turner, they'd be way better.
Way better.
But they don't. And they have a pathetic run game.
Interview who you want to. As long as we keep Bobby Turner and Coach Kasarik, I'm 100% fine. Quick point. I don't want to inundate. I don't want to filibuster. But the Rams game. This is why I feel like the Rams are always going to get themselves in trouble. And it was emblematic of last night's game. 27-3. And the reason why this game, oh my God, the reason why this game went the way it did, Grant,
I'm so mad at them
because the Rams get impatient on defense. They just get bored with doing their jobs. Yeah. They start getting out of gaps. They start playing lazy. Everybody wants a highlight play, and they're not disciplined. No. They're not disciplined. And Sean McVay, if our offense is Coke, the Rams are Diet Coke. They don't want to run the ball. No. They can, but they don't really want to. It's not in their DNA. No. So I'm excited for next week. I disagree with you, bro. I really feel like this was a complete team win. And
the offense came to the party at the end. I'll give them that. Because look, it wasn't Jimmy's fault that they dropped those passes, but the offense stunk. And what, they have 0 points in the first half? 3? It was bad. 3. So yeah, if they came together, they wouldn't have won the game without the offense's drive at the end. I will say that. So you're right.
But I'll say this to you. I'm in IT, right? I'm in cybersecurity. The hardest played football of the year is now. All right. And what it is the hardening of your team is assessed. That means that the weakest points of what you do
Yes.
is exposed in the playoffs.
That's right.
So I feel as though that this was a complete team win because we won with one of the weakest links on our team.
In the playoffs. One of the weakest links in the playoffs.
Yes.
I mean, honestly, every other team has a really good quarterback except the Niners, and the Niners are feeling really confident right now because they know they can win. However,
to the point, the weakest link in our team was our special teams.
It was, and they rose. That's crazy.
And we won with our special teams. Right. That shows
that'll build confidence. That'll build confidence. Yeah, it's no longer a liability. I got to take more calls, man, but you killed it. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
All right, man. Have a good one. Niner Nation says, what's up, Grant? Keep crushing it. Can the stand stop with the Lance and the 3 picks wasted? Who is coming out in the next 3 years at quarterback? Yup, nobody. I thought Lance looked really good against the Texans. I don't understand why. I guess it's the stands, right? They don't want their guy to leave. Grant, need to question Kyle about Jimmy G's concerning bonehead interception, a weekly interception that will not be pardoned from now on. Weird spot from teammates after these interceptions of the game. Yeah, I agree, man. Weird spirit. I'll ask him about it. Like, how do you trust that decision making when he throws the guy, when he just forces the ball to Kittle in the red zone? Keep up the good work. Sorry you have to go back to SoFi. I have a better plan for SoFi. I know how to get in and out of SoFi now. Don't worry about me. I will probably make it out alive. It's hard to beat a team 7 times in a row. Yeah, it's hard to beat them 6 times in a row, though, and they did that. You know what? The Raiders beat the Broncos 13 out of 17 times back when the Broncos had John Elway. Sometimes you just have the psychological edge on a team and it snowballs. But D'Amico has seen McVay's offense 2 times a year since 2017. Enough said. That's what I'm saying, man. I think the pressure's on the Rams. Niners are winning despite Jimmy G. How come Niners can't win despite any other quarterback they tried out there? Even Lance is 500 as a starter. Lance is 1-1. They blew out the team in Lance's second career start. I mean, we're talking about Beathard, Mullins, and Hoyer. I think the Niners can win without Jimmy Garoppolo. Let's see what they do next year with Trey Lance. Real quick. Sup, hater. Jim played with a broken back. Best performance since Jordan flu game. Jim keeps the quest for 6 alive 1 more week. Fire and rescue. Thank you. I love your satire. It's hilarious. Sean, $20. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Are there any more? I'm sorry. I just want to get caught up on the comments before we get back to the calls. I got nowhere to go. Jimmy just needs to play every drive like it's a 2-minute drill. Yeah, I guess. I can see what you mean there, Grant. Missed my super chat. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't find it, though. I'll try to find it. I'll do my best. Sorry. Chris, I'll go back and find it. Say what you want. Jimmy G outplayed the MVP in the second half when it counted. Really? Did it? When did this happen? When was it? He made the throw over the middle to Debo, which was like a 6-yard throw. Yeah, I guess. I don't know, man. All right, James. Thanks for $10. When? I missed it. I was there. I was watching. I guess I turned away.